Men don't beat themselves up for their work mistakes while women keep thinking about it and feeling guilty. How can that be avoided? How do I maintain boundaries when I'm tired and don't have the energy to push back? The goal of this is to give candid answers. Like, I don't have an employer now who, like, I have to worry about what I say, right? I can just be really, really honest. And I've spent 25 years in tech. We all think that everyone else has it together, and we don't. And that's just not true. Like, we are all just barely holding it together. If you think about the nervous system, I talk a lot about the fight, flight, freeze, or fawn responses, but there's actually a fifth called a flop response. And this is essentially where your body thinks that the only way to survive is to play dead. Your brain's just like, nah, like, we're done. This is why I can't maintain my boundaries. But your body thinks there's just no chance of winning or escaping. So it's just like, forget it. We get so much validation when we are selfless and giving. We get so much positive feedback and so much appreciation that we don't get if we put ourselves first. The only way that I get my cookies, my validation cookies, is if I go do the things for the other people and then they tell me I'm good. The path of least resistance is just for me to do one more thing today, even though so-and-so should be doing it. We give and we give until there's nothing left. We let folks violate our boundaries and don't hold them accountable because we're too exhausted to speak up. And we don't, I'm human. I deserve care too. If I enjoy doing things for other people and I like having things done for me, then if I do things for me, then I get to feel good. Like, it just, like, my head exploded. Of course I want to do all those things, but not to the detriment of my own needs. Instead of punching someone else in the face, we're punching ourselves in the face. We start beating ourselves up. This is the response to a threat. Our brain's like, let's put the inner critic into super overdrive. We pretend like there is no competition, even though sometimes there is, right? And we're also really keeping our sisters in check on their humbleness. Chad gives zero fucks when he like makes a huge mistake. Chad does not care. Chad is not weighed down by this, right? Chad's just like, yeah, it's Wednesday, and rolls right on through. We feel small, we feel incapable. That creates self-doubt. Then we stop taking risks. And over time, that means we quit before we ever even start. What we want to do is find these low stakes interactions. Like, if singing karaoke seems like the most terrifying thing in the world, then go do that. But it has to be something that genuinely scares you. But do something that scares you, like, every single day. And what you'll do is you'll build emotional resilience. The resilience isn't giving up control and letting her body and her mind slowly learn that she's not going to die if she's not in charge of everything.